Today in History. It's July 30th, and let's continue our journey to the past.
Tomorrow's the last day of July, huh?
I know, I just realized that.
Flying through summer, aren't we? All right, well, we have two events to share with our listeners today. We'll get to those in just a moment. First, our quiz question. Here it is. Renowned actor Arnold Schwarzenegger originally made a name of his own in, number one, body painting, or number two, bodybuilding. The question once again, renowned actor Arnold Schwarzenegger originally made a name for himself in, number one, body painting, or number two, bodybuilding. If you know the answer, you can put it on our Bandy board, or you can text in pounder sharp 1045 on your cell phone for 51. You could win an Usan. And with that, let's find out what's on the list today. Today in history. In 1941, Paul Anka was born, and in 1947, Arnold Schwarzenegger was born.
(1941년에는) 가수 폴 앵커가, 또 1947년에는 배우 아놀드 슈워츠네거가 출생을 했네요.
Yeah, a couple of births to talk about today, but we start our journey to the past with the birth of a renowned singer whose voice has been synonymous with first love and first romance. If a guy sang this to you, wouldn't it be creepy?
I think it's too dramatic.
Yeah, I think so too.
Very dramatic.
Yeah.
Oh.
You are my destiny.
Well, if it's you, I guess it's a different story, Steve.
Yeah, then it's even creepier.
Well, that was none other than the Canadian singer Paul Anka.
Paul Anka's Canadian?
I
didn't
guess.
know that.
Well, he was born in 1941 on this day, July 30th, and he jumped to stardom in the 60s with timeless hits such as that song we just heard, You Are My Destiny, as well as Crazy Love and Put Your Head on My Shoulders.
Oh, that's a good one. Put your head on my shoulders. You remember that one?
Can I?
Anka was such a prolific and acclaimed songwriter that he also wrote Tom Jones's biggest hit, She's a Lady, as well as the English lyrics of one of the most well-known English songs of all times, Frank Sinatra's My Way.
Wow, that's impressive. And it certainly wouldn't be a stretch to say that he was one of the biggest teen idols back in the day, as he made his debut at the age of 14. And by 17, he was commanding several number ones on charts worldwide. I wonder what I was doing when I was 14 and 17.
Not commanding the charts worldwide, I guess, right? Well, Anka also collaborated with another legendary singer in 1983 when they came up with a song titled I Never Heard. It was later re-released in 2009 under the name of This Is It, and that singer was the late Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson and Paul Anka also co-wrote the recently released Love Never Felt So Good. That's the song that's playing everywhere on the radio these days. Right? They co-wrote that song together.
I also heard Paul Anka was interested in film making as well.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so later in his years, he also participated in film directing and acting.
Interesting. He's an amazing songwriter, though, obviously,
Definitely.
right? Okay, let's talk about Arnold
Schwarzenegger. Well, if we have Paul Anka influencing charts worldwide, we also have an iconic actor dominating the box office since the 80s.
And that's, of course, the one and only Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was born on this day back in 1947.
And he was born in Austria, but later naturalized as an American citizen. Our beloved governator.
Yeah, that's his nickname, right?
Because he was governor, right? He has worn many hats throughout the decades because he's not only an actor, he's also a film producer, a businessman, investor, philanthropist, writer, and also former politician and bodybuilder, of course.
That's right. In fact, he was and still is one of the most influential names in the world of bodybuilding, holding a record of 13 titles, including 7 Mr. Olympias. The Guinness Book of World Records even called him the most perfectly developed man in the history of the world.
Wow.
That's a pretty cool thing to have on your business card, right?
But it was through his acting career, which was propelled by his remarkable body, that he became a household name in Hollywood. And although his screen debut was in 1970 through the movie Hercules in New York, he made himself known to the public through special appearances on TV, such as being a participant in the variety show The Dating Game in 1973.
Oh, that's interesting.
Tonight, on the new Dating Game, you'll meet Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's been selected Mr. World 2 times, Mr. Universe 5 times, Mr. Olympia 4 times. He is an actor. He's studying business at UCLA, and Graz, Austria was his birthplace. Please join me in welcoming to the new Dating Game the current Mr. Olympia, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay, girl number 2. These are my measurements. Now don't freak out. Biceps 22 inches, chest 57, waist 33, size 29. What do we have in common?
You get smaller as you go down, and then a little bigger.
Quite naughty.
Oh, yeah.
Arnold.
He looks so young.
33-inch waist and 29-inch thighs, so his legs were almost as big as his waist. My goodness. That was fun to watch, actually. I didn't know he did that before. Surely his efforts have paid off, as characters such as the Terminator and Conan the Barbarian were brought to life thanks to him. And interestingly, we were also this close to having Arnie portray another iconic character, such as John McClane from Die Hard.
I can see him do that.
I could see that too. I think Bruce Willis did a great job, but yeah, apparently that role almost belonged to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Harry Stamper from Armageddon. Again, Bruce Willis. He seems to steal all of Arnold's roles, doesn't he? Roles that, yeah, they both went to Bruce Willis instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But above all, many people have come to admire him for his determination. In fact, according to his childhood friends, he had 3 dreams when he was a kid: to become an actor, move to America, and guess what? Marry a Kennedy.
Oh, wow.
That was one of his dreams.
Okay. He had big dreams, big aspirations when he was young. Check, check, and check, right? Schwarzenegger's ex-wife now, Maria Shriver, was the niece of John F. Kennedy.
So technically a Kennedy.
He is a fascinating man, is he not? So many hats indeed. All right, well, that is nearly it for today in history, but we do have to get the quiz answer before we finish it up. Renowned actor Arnold Schwarzenegger originally made a name for himself in, number 2, bodybuilding. The most perfectly constructed man in history. That's what they called him, right? Yeah.
Okay, well, that's all that we have for today in history for today.
And we'll be right back to talk more Chige. Sadie's Kitchen right around the corner. This song requested by someone. It's Paul Anka, Diana.